recording here. I'm going to clap. Third time. Okay. So, and take off the headphones so it looks so good. Right. Hi, I need to talk to the lens and not to the screen. All right. So I have some issues here to discuss. Equality. There's nobody low enough to step on, and anybody can get to anybody if they're determined and lucky. So nobody is safe unless we are all safe. Communication is only possible between equals, and intimacy is only possible between equals. Now, political scientists have set about to solve the problem that no matter how rich somebody is, they can't just completely ignore somebody else. They can't just completely step on anybody. That some street person could just take it in their mind to hurt a billionaire and could theoretically do it, and that's so wrong. I mean, I don't know. The street person lives with the fact that anybody in society may decide to just do them in at any moment, and somehow, well, we just can't do any better than that. Of course not. Whatever. So, they've consistently worked up these schemes to use official force to get the intransigent to do what they say. To scientists have seen it as a problem all the way back to Machiavelli that, those people down there can still get to you, sir. And what are you going to do about it? And how can we stop them? Like, well, we're going to need security forces. Like, okay, security forces, but they aren't just going to go in your personal name and go do damage, are they? Like, no, we'll invent this thing called the state that makes all the violence okay. And any violence that's done in the name of the state is free and clear, and it's good. It's like, the state, like, well, we'll get the church to stand behind it. Oh, that's real, so you've got the church standing behind the state, and that makes it all legit. And like, if you question the church, the state will send soldiers to stop you. And if you question the state, the church will come along and say, well, you're out of line, you're out of order. Let me touch this twice. There, it's back. It's in auto track. Look, I am figuring out what to do with this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. So I was holding forth about the political scientists and their problem they keep trying to solve, which is basically freedom. The fact that you and I are free and there's nothing they can do to change that is the problem. And they keep coming up with technologies of control. They came up with monarchy. They came up with Christianity. They invented that stuff in order to control us. And now they're inventing AI in order to control us. And it's a moving goalpost. I mean, everything the rich have stolen now was sort of what we thought they wanted 50, 100 years ago. They have control. They have everything. They have everyone. They can tell everyone what to do. They decide whether everyone eats or not. They decide whether you're a citizen or not, in effect. I mean, look, if you can just be killed with nobody to say boo, what other rights do you have that matter? I don't want to hear about all these rights that kick in when you get to court. You may not get to court. If the officer doesn't want you to get to court, you can just disappear. You can disappear in Chicago. You can disappear here where I live in the mountains of Virginia. There's lots of ways you can disappear. And if the cops do it, it's legal. But you see, it's one of these illusions that, oh, it would, what God would be displeased if anybody besides a cop does it, and oh, we're gonna, you'll get in trouble. I'm like, yeah, life is trouble, pal. So anyway, all right. Well, I promised myself I was going to kind of caffeine up, have some notes, and take off with this new toy. So that's sort of happening. Let's see what else I've got here.